Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about The Flash Season 4, and we will be discussing some new news regarding the Season 4 of The Flash that came out during the past few days. So yesterday, Keenan Lonsdale, who plays Kid Flash, was asked in an interview with a company called Newsweek if Kid Flash would be taking on the mantle of the Flash of Central City, which some fans were speculating about after Barry entered the Speed Force during the Season 3 finale of The Flash. And in this interview, the theory was shot down pretty quick, and Keenan said, and I quote, "It's not something on my radar. I feel as if there is so much story to tell and Wally has so much growing to do." So this confirms that Barry will be returning, and it also confirms that Wally will only be holding the mantle of the Protector of Central City for a brief period of time while Barry is away, which is not really brief, which is going to be like 5 months or so quite a while, but he's not going to be the Flash. So to me this is not a big surprise, as I expected Barry to come back within the first few episodes of the season, as Grant Gustin is on a contract for about 8 seasons or so. If he wants to go that far, he's supposed to. So he's a regular, so that means he has to show up every episode, so I knew he would come back some way or form, so I didn't expect Kid Flash to take up Barry's place forever. Yeah, that was some people's speculation, but I was always against that. That's just how I saw it. But some people were thinking bigger, and they were like, Barry probably will not return, considering he just went away, and they won't do it like first episode bring him back or second episode. So some people were like that, and they were like, Kid Flash will take up the mantle of the Flash and take his red suit, or maybe make an alternated suit. But I would like to see a upgraded suit over the summer. That would be awesome. Please, can you do that? But this theory has been shut down by Keenan Lonsdale, which is good news for Grant Gustin fans and Barry Allen fans like myself, who watch the show for him but also watch it for all the other characters. So it's good that Keenan came out so early, because a lot of fans were kind of worried, but some fans were very positive and just stayed neutral for a long time because we knew that Grant Gustin would return. But not so good for Kid Flash and Keenan Lonsdale fans. Like, I'm a massive Kid Flash fan, I love him, but you know, the Flash is the Flash. We want Barry Allen right now. But maybe in the future he could do that season 10 or something, when Barry, maybe they do a Crisis on Infinite Earths arc and Barry goes away for 1 season or so, and Wally would take that up. So I'm down for that in the future. But it just shows that Wally has still a lot of growing to do as a speedster, and he will progress in the TV show much like he did in the comics when he took Barry's place as the Flash after Barry died after Crisis on Infinite Earths. But another reason for me not thinking Wally would permanently take up the mantle is he was only introduced with his speed this season, and they would have to go through a training arc again, which I think would be a bit repetitive, as Barry did that during the last few seasons. But this confirms that Barry will return and that he will come back still as the Flash, and will have to make up time for the time he's been away. So don't fear, Barry will return maybe faster and maybe more intelligent after his time in the Speed Force. So he's going to have more knowledge of the Speed Force, he's going to be able to use his powers better, most likely. This is what I'm inferring, which will be awesome seeing Barry, who has learnt his lesson finally, and he is ready to move on from his past. So what do you guys think? This has been a short video. So are you happy that Barry's going to be returning? Are you happy that Wally is not going to be taking up the mantle? Are you unhappy that he's not taking up the mantle? So what do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.